What is going on, Coexisting? It is Rob and Maggie for a new episode. I had a movie quote, but I forgot the damn lines now, so I'm not going to do it. So
You ruined it, Rob. Come
yeah,
on, you can look.
so I'll
You
just be
can look
like,
for it. No.
I'll be back. Oh,
Look
okay.
for it, just so you don't, ruin the bed. Just look for it.
Okay.
Right
But
now.
anyways, I'm trying. But anyways, guys, welcome to a new episode of Coexisting. It is Friday, October 10th, 2025, and we are glad you are here because we are going to be talking at WWE Crown Jewel, which is taking place in Perth, Australia. But as I start every show, Maggie, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I did predictions with SP3 yesterday on the True Heel Heat channel, like I do for most pay-per-views when I'm free. We had a wonderful time. Of course, 2 hours worth of wrestling shenanigans and everything. So uh, because I spelled incorrectly the word shenanigans in the True Heel Heat chat, so I was like, "Where? How is this word spelled anyway?" So I Google shenanigans, and the first thing that pops in on Google, for me at least, is a bar called Shenanigans in Australia.
Hmm.
I mean, is that a coincidence or not? I don't think so. But that was, of course, it's SP3. I'm always gonna have fun. Um, so an update from last week's flood situation. Um, it actually got a bit worse. So our bar was closed on Tuesday because of the flood. Um, more of the ceiling fell, not on people. So
Yeah.
we wanted to avoid a situation like this. So we opted out not to work on Tuesday evening, which meant that I missed a shift. So I don't get a day's pay. And I'm like, that's fine. Who needs money? Me. I need the money. It is me. Rob also. So what you can do, guys, is hi guys, this is a wrestling show. Please send us your money because what the hell was that? I mean, it stopped raining. It's not gonna rain for a week, hopefully. So it's fine. Hopefully, it doesn't rain like that for like 2 weeks, nonstop, ever again, because my bar cannot stand it anymore. It's gonna fall apart. So, like I said, this is a wrestling show, guys. Hi. Um, Thank you guys for joining us and providing me and Rob a distraction from this awful, awful world. Tomorrow is the last tour date for Sleep Tokens United States tour. It's in Los Angeles. And I'm really, really sad because this means that I will no longer see Instagram reels, videos of the full video concerts anymore because I've seen them all. Guys, believe me, I've seen them all. I wanted Vessel to play Twin Peaks as an intro um, in Washington this past week. No, he did the Halo theme. He's such a nerd.
Oh,
I love the guy. Yeah,
that's
he's
cool.
such a nerd. I swear that entire crowd went nuts. Um, there's there's zero way in which you cannot fall in love with the entire band. This is and all the shenanigans they do on stage. I swear they're the best. So yeah, so this is a wrestling show. If you guys didn't know, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for spending your Friday morning, evening, afternoon, night, whatever with us. Rob and I appreciate you a ton. You can appreciate us by leaving a like on the video. This is the freest way in which you can support the show. Thank you so much for doing so. You can sound off in the chat. Rob and I love seeing you guys share your opinions. Please send us super chats. This is the most direct way in which you can support us with your actual money. Thank you so much again for doing that. You can also send Humper Chats at humperchats.com. It makes us keep a little bit more of the proceeds, which is something that we at Fightful appreciate a ton. And we can appreciate you even more if you go ahead and subscribe to Fightful Select, the easiest $5.99 you're ever going to spend on wrestling. A lot of news for upcoming pay-per-views, backstage rumor killers. You get Kate and Alex with those Bulgarian puppets, which are beginning to sound more and more Bulgarian. I'm really happy about that. Ask Grapsody, Sean's Q&A, and Discord. Bryn tried to explain to me, like the eighth person that tried to explain to me what Discord is, and I'm like, I'm too old for this. I'm sorry. I understand it's a chat room, but what the fuck is this? I mean, I know, and our Fightful Select Discord is really good. I've been told. So go ahead and subscribe to Fightful Select. People say that it's good on Discord there, but Sean's Q&As are probably the best idea for which you can subscribe to Fightful Select on Patreon. Thank you so much, guys. We will be reminding you to leave a like on the video and send us super chats throughout the show. But we actually have a lot to talk about this week. Rob and I discussed this before our show. Raw and SmackDown were pretty good this week, and we don't get to say this often. That is why we wanted to know you guys' opinion if you actually would allow us to talk about SmackDown, because it happened, 7 hours ago, because they're in Australia. And I suppose a lot of you guys already saw spoilers. Scott said in the chat that In the Weeds spoiled, part of the show, but it happened. It was a pretty awesome show. Rob, they usually don't put on good SmackDowns before pay-per-views, especially those pay-per-views that are in other countries, a part of not being in North America.
Yeah.
So this was kind of a surprise. So you watched SmackDown?
I did.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it quite a bit. Like you said, it was pretty good from start to finish. I enjoyed it. Crowd was good. I think they're gonna be good, just as good tomorrow, if not better. So they'll be bringing it there as well. So yeah, it was a pretty good show, and it'll be on like its normal time tonight on USA Network for those who are in the States. So, but yeah, I mean, SmackDown kicked off with Cody Rhodes
being a total jackass.
Yeah, well, he said he might be Seth Rollins' Achilles heel, meaning that he's his pain in the ass.
Yes.
So
and that's when he passed the microphone to Wade Barrett, and Wade Barrett said, "Seth's a wanker," because that's what the audience were saying.
Yeah.
And I'm like, can we not? I mean, that's why people don't like you, Cody, because you're a fucking suck up. Can you just not?
Yeah. But we do have a super chat, Maggie, before we get all into this. Soupy sends us a generous super chat. Thank you, sir. Says, let's call this a rain check then. Well, thank you.
Thank you, Soupy, sweetie. Yes.
Well played.
Well played. Zach, thank you. I saw your comment on Twitter, and then you said it also on the True Heel Heat. Bound for Glory predictions with SP3 and Joel. What is angel food? Can someone please?
Oh man,
explain to the Eastern European chick what?
Oh God, it's what it is. It's good shit, pal, and that's what it is.
Okay, listen up, Rob. Okay, I'm so sorry for interrupting you, but every time I ask you what something is, you cannot explain it to me, and you need to Google it.
Well, I am going to explain it. It's like a sponge cake, but it's made with eggs, flour, and sugar. So let me just grab a photo. It's what we call good shit, pal. I'm not kidding you. And you like strawberries, right?
Yeah, but like the fruit, I don't. I don't want to
Look,
eat anything with the strawberries. I
oh,
just
just hold on. You'll see what I'm doing here. Go
do,
1 second.
do you want me to
You'll,
remind you of the chocolate gate rant that I had 4 years ago?
well, okay, we might have that coming up. We'll find out. But I have to show you a picture, otherwise I'm not doing justice.
We've been
Angel
on
food
the air
cake.
for almost 4 years. Do you understand that?
Oh yeah. What else is new? Let's see here. Let's grab this. We're gonna be
Okay.
responsible adults here and make sure.
Does it have nudity in it? Is it
It
porn? Is it food
makes me
porn?
want. It makes me want to get nude. Not tell you that much. Oh, what the? Sorry, 1 second.
This is the wrestling show, guys, but it's
Yeah,
gonna be a food critic show in just a matter of seconds.
Well,
I can already feel it. If I can feel that it's gonna be something I will not like. It's just
so it's not letting me load the photo. So what I'm going to do is let you talk as I refresh my page.
yeah, okay. So is this going to be something familiar to my chocolate gate rant? Guys, if you're familiar with the chocolate gate rant, this was something that Rob sent me. Chocolate covered was it chicken thigh? It was
Sorry?
chicken thighs, right? Yeah, it was chocolate covered chicken. Yeah. And you were like, oh, liquid. And I'm like, no, this is disgusting. And then I started ranting about how everything with chocolate, that it's something different, that more chocolate or certain kinds of nuts is fucking disgusting. And then people started attacking me. And I said that probably the most disgusting thing is mint chocolate. Are we brushing our teeth or are we eating chocolate? Like, what is it? Like, make up your mind. And then coconut with chocolate is fucking barf, man. And then don't get me started on chocolate with fruit. I mean, I like fruit. I like chocolate. Okay, this looks like bread.
Well, it's kind of. I mean, it has. It looks like it, but it's very. It's a
Okay,
nice
does it
sugar.
have sugar in it? Okay,
Yes.
so I actually think that we have something familiar to that. It's a traditional the thing that we make on Easter. It's like bread, but it has sugar in it, and sometimes raisins. And I fucking hate raisins. Yeah, okay. So fucking remove the strawberries and eat the strawberries, and then afterwards eat the entire other thing.
Well, you got whipped.
I hate whipped cream.
Oh well. No. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know I'm weird. I'm weird. It's like I don't eat sweet stuff. I only eat chocolate. I don't eat. I know I'm weird. Okay, so I'm not that into sugar. I'm into chocolate.
Okay,
that's two totally different things.
Okay, let's talk wrestling now. Okay.
Where did this start from? Oh, from Zach. Thank you, Zach, for telling us. Yeah. So this is Angel, correct? This
is Angel Food Cake. Yep.
Angel Food Cake. Okay. So why is it called Angel Food Cake?
That I could not tell you.
Angel Cake. Why is it called? Because it's cake. Of course, it's food.
But we're gonna start because otherwise we'll never get to it. Crown Jewel taking place tomorrow at the RAC Arena in Perth, Australia. And it starts at 8 a.m. Eastern Time, 7 o'clock where I'm at. And that means it's 3 o'clock where Maggie's at, I think.
Yes, it is 3 o'clock and I will be working.
Yeah. So anyways, we got champion versus champion Stephanie Becker versus Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany Stratton taking place tomorrow. Maggie, I think Stephanie gets the victory here, even though we've kind of seen her do a little feuding with, well, Tiffany mainly now, but we shall see. Anyways, I think, well, we always known that the main feud for Stephanie is Julia. They're always going to be like hand in hand, in my opinion.
Tangled together.
Yeah, they'll always be tangled. But I'm expecting shenanigans in this match.
Sure.
Because, well, it's a WWE match. What else would be new? But I think Stephanie's going to get the win here. I want to hear what you have to say.
Well, they've been pretty adamant on making Tiffany unbeatable this year. She hasn't been pinned. So they've booked her really, really strong. They tagged together on SmackDown today. They face Kiana James and Julia, which do not get me started on whatever the fuck that was that they said last SmackDown. Join our team and you can be, the best booked woman on the show. And I'm like, I'm sorry, who are you again? And I'm not saying this because I don't like you as a wrestler, Kiana. I adore you as a wrestler. Kiana James was one of the women on NXT that she got absolutely ridiculously better with each and every week that she was on television. And there's no way you can miss that because she was so good. And at the time they had a lot of women on the show. They still do. But NXT 2.0 was really women heavy time. So you see her progress every week, and then she gets hurt. No, previously she gets called up to the main roster, and I'm like, that is too soon. That is way too soon for Kiana. And she gets to the main roster, and like she was getting really better on NXT, but it doesn't mean that this did not whatsoever mean that she was ready, or that she built a name for herself, or that she pretty much accomplished anything, because she could have been there for a championship run, but she wasn't. She got called up, she got hurt, and now she's back. And the one thing that absolutely did not help Kiana James was that 7 seconds match loss against Mitchin. I mean, that helped no one, because it didn't help Mitchin because she did nothing afterwards. And you like, they hadn't built Kiana James as this credible person. So Mitchin beating her in 7 seconds did nothing for her. And this actually made me really pissed that last Friday, because I love Kiana James, like I said, and I love Julia, and I cannot believe the level in which they fumbled Julia on the main roster, because I keep forgetting that A, there's a United States Women's Championship, and B, that it's held by Julia, or C, that Julia is there to begin with. Because that title is so poorly booked, I cannot even explain to you how pissed off this makes me. So they had a tag team match this today on SmackDown. The match was absolutely fine. It was good. I'm glad that they managed to show us what Kiana James can look like in the ring in a normal setting. So, of course, Tiffany Stratton pinned Kiana James. Everyone knew that Kiana James was there to take the pin. So Tiffany won the match for her team, which absolutely in WWE terms or wrestling terms means that Stephanie Vicker is going to pick up the win tomorrow and going to walk out champion. Who do you think dethrones Tiffany Stratton? Are you muted?
Yep, I was. That's a good question about who do I see dethroning Tiffany Stratton, because right now
A returning Bianca Belair is.
I could see that happening for sure.
Yeah.
That would be the right answer.
Yeah,
that would be it. Bryn thinks Jade Cargill.
Well,
That could be a
according to
possibility.
Booker T, she's fresh off of the AEW, so I
Yeah.
think that,
Mm.
you know,
Yeah. Fresh off there.
hmm great
Fresh
work.
off. Just getting started.
Oh,
Even though
while we're talking about Booker T, and I'm not gonna for long, can we just stop when Stephanie does her Devil's Kiss? Could we just stop doing the Booker T thing after? Because like while she's doing the Devil's Kiss and everyone in the crowd goes like Booker T used to do in NXT. Can we stop doing that? Because every time that she stops, the crowd starts chanting for Booker T. Can we not make it about him during women's matches? Could we stop doing that?
I'm all for it.
Just a thought.
Yeah, I'm all for that.
Yes.
So, um, yeah. So I have Stephanie winning tomorrow.
Okay.
So
It's
there's
it's kind of yeah. It's I don't think there's any way like Tiffany Stratton has been kept really strong. She beat Charlotte, Jade Cargill, Naya. I mean, I know, but I think I think Bianca will be her kryptonite. I'm pretty sure. I miss Bianca.
yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
We move on to our next match. The Kabuki Warriors taking on Io and Rhea Ripley. Um, the roof of the RAC arena tomorrow will be blown off when Rhea comes out.
Yeah, it will
So
be.
yeah, and Rhea's going to get the pin here because I think what I think is going to happen is I think Carrie is going to have it. Carrie, easy for me to say, is going to have enough of Asuka and
I think she can take a bit more.
uh, yeah. But I think that's what happens. That's just an early prediction. I could be right. I could be right or wrong, but you know what I mean. I think that's the way they're going, and I think Rhea will get the pin because there's no way in hell she's taking the pin unless
Okay, so
Vince
I
was
kind
there.
of yeah, sure. I actually have a bit of a hot take here. Um, I think they lose. Uh, I and not because it's WWE. I actually think that I agree with you that she's probably gonna pin Kyrie or because I don't think Asuka's getting pinned. Um, if if you think about it, in the past, WWE have never given hometown people wins because reasons I don't know. Probably because of heat or whatever. I never understand that. Uh, but for me, Kabuki Warriors just turned heel, and if there's one thing I absolutely hate, is for newly turned heels to win their first feud. Because what was the point? And I don't understand. SP3 had a pretty good explanation because he thought that there's a pretty good storyline within Kabuki Warriors if they lose, which I agree, but I still kind of feel like they should win. I feel like it's time to give Kyrie and Oscar some wins because I all of a sudden forgot about Oscar's undefeated streak in NXT. All of a sudden completely forgot about that because the way she was booked on the main roster was not that good. Um and they really deserve a win here. I understand it's Rhea in Australia. I get it. But I don't know. Imagine I know I sound stupid, but imagine the heat if Rhea loses. I mean, they're gonna lose their minds. I'm pretty sure that they're gonna give Rhea the win because they're gonna be afraid for their lives if that crowd attacks them. The
Yeah,
writers team, Triple H, and everyone else, pretty much backstage. Um, but I really love this storyline because it has absolutely everything. It has love, it has betrayal, friendship, probably more love than, friendship. And we have that toxic relationship between Asuka and Kyrie, which is pretty much a narcissistic behavior on someone who's has what do you call that in English? Uh
I don't.
Attachment, weird
Oh, like
weird
attachment.
yeah, that, oh my god, how do you call it? Codependency. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Codependent relationship between Kyrie and Asuka, in which um because she's so codependent on Asuka, Asuka takes advantage as a narcissist. Asuka takes advantage of that, and being really toxic. I'm really enjoying it because I'm getting a bit triggered because I was in that position. I'm pretty sure everyone, I'm so sorry, but I'm pretty sure everyone has been in this position at least once in their lives because people are weird. I do get triggered and I get PTSD from past experiences, and this is what makes it really really interesting because I of course I'm gonna be really mad if there's no closure at the end of their storyline in Kabuki Warriors, because you can see Kyrie begging Io Sky to come back. So there's still some, and the grief in Kyrie's face and her voice when she was forced to beat up Io. You can really sense that. It's really good. I love it. I love it. It has layers, and it just, if you don't get triggered, I'm so happy for you. But it's a wonderful, wonderful storyline, and I've been in love with it. I really don't care about the end result here because I really do that all four of these women are one of the best out there, and it's gonna be a pretty solid show as a
Yeah,
whole. This match card is really good.
yeah. I'm looking forward to this match too. I think it'll be good and it'll give us more direction of what way they're going in the story. But we do have another super chat. This one's from our friend Eric Freed. He says, "Rob, Maggie, hello, Rob, epic beard." Well, thank you. He says,
Yeah.
Maggie, stunning as always. Chat looking sharp. With AJ Styles planning to retire in 2026, does he get a title run? As much as we would love for him to get a title run, I don't see that happening. If he gets a title run, I could see it being either the Intercontinental title or the U.S. title. As much as I would love for it to be a heavyweight title, I just don't see that happening with him. I hope I'm wrong, but
I hope you're wrong. I hope I'm wrong because I actually agree with you.
yeah. So
Because I don't see him beating Seth. I think that Seth will be beaten by Braun Breaker. I don't see him beating Braun Breaker. I don't see him beating Cody. Oh no, no way. I feel like the person beating Cody will be Gunther, because I think that Gunther will be Cena's last opponent, and then Gunther hopefully wins the Rumble. I'm sure it's gonna be Punk. Oh, if AJ Styles beats Punk, that's gonna be fucking sweet. I'm gonna love that. There's
there
no
you
way
go.
of that happening, but like Punk being beaten by Gunther later on is gonna be. And we just predicted the next two champions in a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, sadly, Eric Sweetie, I don't see that happening. Rob and I are huge AJ Styles fans. Marks, we don't see that happening. X
I'll
Division
see.
title.
I could see that happening before a WWE World Title run. As much as I hope to be wrong,
Yeah, yeah.
but since we're on the topic of Mr. Styles, let's just go ahead and go there. John Cena and AJ Styles final match against what will likely be their final match against each other. Maggie, we are so pumped up for this match, but
I
because
am
we
not
don't,
ready.
get nice things, what entered my head was I could totally see them having starting a match and then somebody gets involved and his
Shut up.
name is Grayson Waller. I could
Oh,
see
I get
stupid
it
shit like
because
that.
we're in Australia.
Yeah,
Okay.
I could see something stupid like that happening where we don't get what we want and we actually end up getting a tag team match. I mean, we get a singles match for a few minutes, but something stupid happens
No,
because
no, no. Listen up. No, that crowd is gonna go bonkers. That's
I hope
I.
so.
No, no, no. They're gonna be mad because
No, oh, gotcha.
we get. Well, this match doesn't need a story. It's built itself because he's right. AJ's right. But we're so pumped up because exactly this match doesn't need build because it's that good, and they tell us, "Oh, this match is gonna be so good," and then take it away and give us a tag match. No, let's not do that. That sucks. And if you're right, I'll be so mad.
I hope
Don't
I'm wrong.
ever, don't ever put shit like that out into the
Hey,
universe.
the thing is if that does happen, I will look like a fucking genius, but I will also look like
Yeah,
an
so
asshole
you're
as
never
well.
right about the
I know,
wonderful stuff.
so
You're
that's
never
why
right about the.
I'm happy that I'm doing this because it'll mess everything
But
up.
how? But how come you say wonderful stuff and you're not right, and then you say a stupid thing like that and you're right?
It's not gonna happen.
No, I.
But yeah, if it does happen, please be mad at me because I'll be mad as hell at myself for even
Yeah,
thinking that
but
happened.
you'll be so glad that you were right, first of all, and then you'll be sorry.
Yeah, well, we'll be
Let's
able to
not
have a
compare
clip
ourselves.
from a standpoint of I'll be able to have a clip that I can
Then you're
show
right.
constantly,
Yeah.
because it doesn't
Yeah.
happen often. I know I'm not right
Yeah.
often. But Jonathan Cena taking on Alan Styles. Um, we have been wanting this match since
Since
Cena's announcement.
2017.
Yeah, well, yeah, since 2017, but since Cena's announced that he's retiring, this was my dream, or this was my match that I wanted to have. This was the one I
Yeah.
wanted to see, and we're getting it. That said,
Sadly.
I am. It's so hard, but
It's really not. There's one winner here, and it's not AJ Styles.
yeah, I know that it's hard to see. That's the thing. I love both of these guys, but Cena's winning. You know,
Cena's winning.
yeah,
Absolutely. Brock Lesnar ruined everything.
yeah, he did, which is
Absolutely everything. There was no point to this match uh, because in the end, when eventually Gunther beat Cena, what's the point? He was already beaten on his last year. It's like
yeah,
the Undertaker's undefeated streak. When Roman beat him at WrestleMania, who cares? Brock Lesnar did it first. Of
yeah,
course, Brock Lesnar has to do things before everyone.
mm,
I don't understand why he had to be kept so strong here. He's not there. I hate this. But let's not talk about that because it's AJ Styles. I would pop so hard if AJ Styles wins, but we all know he's not winning. Um, Also, like I mentioned last week, let's not get our hopes up that it's gonna be anywhere near 2017's match between the two. Um, they're incredible ring generals, both of them. I know that they're going to have an awesome match. Let's not compare it to 2017's Royal Rumble match, please. And this is me saying it to myself. I know our fans of coexisting are smart people and they know better, but I don't. So let's not, Maggie, please do not compare this match to 2017's match. Let's not do that. Okay. But yes, Cena for the win here. I feel sick saying this.
Yeah, I think this might be the first time we've ever picked against AJ. Like,
Yeah,
it feels like it's just the only way I could see it happening is again if shenanigans takes place, and I don't want that.
let's
We don't want
let's
that.
keep shenanigans away from this match specifically.
Yes, because that's what the children would want.
Yes, it's for the kids. It's not for us.
Yeah, yeah, that's exactly it. But yeah, I think we both are in the same boat there with John Cena getting the victory here. But we will move on to Roman Reigns and the tribal thief Bronson Reed in a Australian street fight, or maybe it's a Perth street fight. I can't remember what they call it, what they're pointing it.
They said Australian street fight.
Okay, that's what it is. Okay.
How do you feel about the stipulation?
It just gives Braun Breaker an opportunity to be involved, I guess, if he's there. I mean, if he traveled, I don't know if he did.
He did. They were on all of the Vision were on stage on the pre-show before. Yeah, apart from Becky, of course.
Yeah. So there you go. So yeah, it gives them the excuse to put him out there.
I'm only asking because they mentioned the word stretcher so much that a stretcher match was right there.
Yeah.
So Australian street fight, I don't know what that means. I asked SP3 if he thought that they would go full on insulting and insensitive people and throw koalas and kangaroos and boomerangs
and boomerangs. So yeah, I was gonna say we'll see a boomerang.
I'm sure. It's so culturally right. Yeah. So the funny thing is that Paul Heyman said Roman Reigns was never stretchered before Bronson Reed, and then Braun Strowman was like, "I exist, dude," because of the whole feud that they had. He flipped an entire ambulance with Roman Reigns inside on a stretcher. That was the whole thing. And then Paul Heyman apologized, and he was like, "I'm so sorry, but we and I in WWE forget you exist." And that's the reason why I totally forgot about you. And I'm like, tell us how you really feel. Because that was a bit harsh. I was never a fan of Braun Strowman. I've never been attracted to the big, tall, muscly wrestler being all stiff and
running around the ring.
Yeah, that is. I was never a fan of that. I like actual wrestling. And before anyone throws Wardlow in my face, I would love that, by the way. But like he has nothing in common with the big boy wrestlers because of course he looks like one, but like he does swanton bombs. That's why I love the guy so much, because he's a big boy. And then he does, all these X Division stuff and Hurricanranas. And I love that. I love it when I love it. But yeah.
Wow.
I just mentioned Wardlow.
Yeah. And you got hot and bothered by it. Wow.
Yeah. I miss what he was just back, man. He was just back and he got injured. That's so not fair. Yeah. So anyway, talking about Bronson Reed versus Roman Reigns. I hate the fact that Roman Reigns is gonna win this match. Probably 98% sure that he's gonna win this match. I'm still gonna go with Bronson Reed because I know that Paul Heyman and Seth Rollins have been throwing around stuff about probably thinking through, if you lose, I'll probably think stuff through. At what point do they think stuff through when it comes to Bronson Reed? Because he's been there to take the pin for the entire team. Every time that they lose, it's Bronson Reed. So how come he's not considered the weak link? Because
That's a good.
at one, yeah. So at what point do we give Bronson Reed a huge win in his home country against Roman Reigns? It's a street fight.
I thought he was from New
So
Zealand.
oh, I'm sorry. That was stupid. Okay, so yeah, kind of there.
Yeah, I mean it's close, but
It's close. It's not Australia. I'm so sorry. I totally mixed things up. Yeah, of course it's not Australia, but they're gonna they're gonna treat him like a home guy. I'm absolutely sure. And could we just give him the win, please?
I
The street fight stipulation gives them an opportunity to, murder the guy.
yeah.
I know it's
Oh, he is
Roman
from
Reigns.
Australia. I swore it was New Zealand, but that's good. You were right.
Thank you, Brit. Oh my god, I felt awful.
Well, no, I swear I'm looking. But now I'm.
Okay. Okay,
Yep,
look.
there it is. Oh, Adelaide. Wow, I'll be damned. Did he ever get billed from New Zealand?
No, I
No.
don't think so.
Wow, crazy. Then I'm the one that looks like an idiot, which is normal. But
Well, no, don't say it like that. But
well,
like,
you know
I'm
what I mean.
just so relieved that I didn't mix things up because I don't
Well,
know if I
I
don't normally do that because I kind of feel like I don't. Uh, I felt bad
yeah,
for a second.
weird.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, yeah, Rampage Wrestling, Rampage Australian national champion, or heavyweight champion. So, wow, okay. Glad I was wrong though.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
okay. So he's maybe that's what it is. I got him mixed up with JC. Maybe that's it.
Did you though?
I don't think so, but no,
No.
him and
Yeah.
Ray are. Oh, okay, cool.
Yep. Yep. Uh, who do you got winning?
Roman and hell. Now that I think about it, isn't Mateo's from Honolulu? So it's, that I know. So yeah, so it's not JC. So, but anyways, yeah, Roman's winning. I think.
You awful people.
But what I was gonna say, like on top of this, are they already hinting that there's issues between Heyman and Rollins, and that we could maybe see Rollins? Okay, so let me start over here.
Yeah, please start over because
I think we're headed towards
are we
Paul.
talking about the main event now?
No, I'm talking
Okay.
about like this tying into the main event, I guess, because that's Seth Rollins is involved. But I'm starting to wonder if Brock Lesnar is going to get back with Paul Heyman, because they've kind of hinted that there's been issues with Rollins and Heyman.
Well,
And
this is absolutely tying into the main event.
I could see Brock being the one that takes the title off Seth Rollins.
Barf.
Yeah. Because I'd prefer it to be CM Punk if that was to happen. But
Fucking barf, man.
yeah, but can you see this the way it's been going? Like the talking, like the last time we saw Lesnar when he left, he did the "we should talk" type thing, So
Yeah, okay. So is the main event the only thing that we have to talk about
yeah,
afterwards?
the main
Okay,
event's
so
only thing left.
might as well. Yeah.
Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins for the Crown Jewel Championship.
Yeah, by the way, they actually have those Crown Jewel Championship title belts there. I'm really surprised, really, really surprised, because I thought that there was something that it's not going to leave Saudi Arabia. I thought that this was a thing. I was really surprised to see both sets of titles on SmackDown today. Pleasantly surprised. So after we finish this, we're gonna talk fully about SmackDown. Apart from the things that tied into the predictions that we're doing now. So I don't think that Brock Lesnar being mentioned so much during this build for the match, I don't think that this was a coincidence. His name was mentioned way too much for my liking. Um, because this was something that Brock Lesnar's name was something that Cody used to stir things up in Seth's head. By the way, Seth's character development in this storyline specifically is astonishing because his heel turn left a lot to be desired because he was still the same guy that he was previously, but he attacked baby faces. That's a weird position for a heel to be in. I'm still gonna love Seth. I'm a Seth girly. You guys know that by now. So he started doubting himself, and he asked Paul, "What if I lose? What happens if I lose?" And Paul Heyman brushed it off and continued talking about whatever he was talking about. And Seth asked him again, "Paul, what if I lose?" Heyman again said, "Well, you're not going to lose," and continued talking. And Seth a third time was like, "But what if I lose?" And what Paul Heyman said after was really important. He said, "You're going to lose the locker room. You're going to lose division, Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, and you're going to lose everything that you built up until now." And I was like, he didn't build anything, by the way. It's the same. He didn't build anything. And then Paul Heyman said, "And lastly, I will have to think about why exactly I chose you over Roman." So this is the important thing to think about.
Yes.
Yeah. So Cody asked Seth if he knew that Paul Heyman was announcing Brock Lesnar for his match against John Cena. Seth said, "Anything
That
goes
goes.
through me.
Yeah.
Everything goes through me." So I allowed Paul Heyman to announce Brock Lesnar. So I kind of thought that this was Seth Rollins gaslighting himself, making him believe himself that he was in charge. So I don't know if in what way, but something tells me that Brock Lesnar is helping Seth win this match.
Wow.
Yeah. But just so he can beat the crap out of him eventually.
Okay.
Eventually, not now. So he can make him feel like he's his friend, in a Brock Lesnar way. "Hey, come on." And he pats him on the back and Seth falls down. So Seth can feel really incredibly intimidated. And because Seth Rollins has a pin victory against Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. If they opened up WrestleMania, the main card for WrestleMania, the WrestleMania that Becky won the main
Yeah.
event, he slayed the beast. So I don't think in Brock Lesnar's character, I don't think he ever forgets that. I would wish for him to forget that because I don't want him on my television. But yeah, if we're gonna pretend that Brock Lesnar is important in this time in WWE, might as well, do that. I really do not wish for this to happen because again, I cannot stress this enough. I don't want Brock Lesnar on my television. But something tells me that this is the route that they're heading towards. So I agree with you for the Lesnar thing, but I wish that he did not win the championship from Seth whatsoever. But I can see him turning his back on. But I wonder if they make pay a plane ticket for a 22-hour plane ticket ride one direction for
Well, they're
Brock just to
paying.
do that.
Well, yeah, I know what you mean. They're like flying private.
Because
Yeah,
yeah,
privately.
sure, yeah, sure, but like that's because this makes me wonder because um Street Profits were facing the White Six on SmackDown today for the tag team
Mhm.
championships, and the entirety of White Six were there, apart from Bo Dallas. So is this expense cuts just so Brock can be there? Like, I was, yeah. I because I have no idea why Bo Dallas wasn't there. He was the only one not there.
Yeah. Mhm.
So I hope that he's okay. I haven't read on any reportings on a reason. So I hope that this is well, I don't hope that this is the reason because I don't want Brock there. But I think I rambled on enough. Tell me all your thoughts about this story. Do you like the story? Do you like
Uh,
Seth better in this certain character that he's doubting himself and it's like
yeah.
uh share your thoughts.
He's vulnerable.
Yeah.
That's what I've gotten out of it. He's vulnerable. I do think
Mhm.
he's going to get the win here, because it just makes more sense for him to get this victory right now. It would do him in that storyline a lot more than it would Cody. Cody doesn't need it. And the reason I say that, and this is touching going into SmackDown a little, we might have gotten a preview of one of Cody's upcoming feuds or competitors in Jacob Fatu. So,
Oh yeah.
because they had a little
Mhm.
they had a little face to face and backstage, and so there was that. But I do think I do think that Seth Rollins is going to get the win here, and I think it would help him out a lot more than it would uh, Cody.
Yeah, fuck Cody.
So yeah, that's WWE Crown Jewel taking place tomorrow at 8 a.m. Eastern. You can watch it on ESPN app or on Netflix internationally in most markets. But if you want to watch,
NordVPN.com/.
yeah, check out NordVPN. So yeah, that's Crown Jewel taking place tomorrow. Like I said, bright and early.
I hope you guys have a wonderful cup of coffee while you're watching Crown Jewel from Australia. But some wonderful things that happened tonight on SmackDown. Guys, if you don't want to hear spoilers about SmackDown, because we will be talking about SmackDown, you can go away or mute, or whatever. So, Shinsuke Nakamura's back.
Mm-hmm.
He answered Sami Zayn's open challenge. I yelled in my living room a bit. I did not expect this whatsoever. If there were reports about that, I didn't see any of them, so I was truly, truly surprised, wonderfully surprised. And I was like, "This is so good!" Yeah, that match against Shinsuke and Sami Zayn from NXT. I still think about that match. And they almost gave it to us. They gave this match time and everything. They almost gave it to us. So Shinsuke Nakamura was about to actually win the United States Championship, where Solo Sikoa and the MFTs came back and just murdered both of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, they just couldn't help themselves.
Exactly.
They
But it was cool to
couldn't
see them
help
back in
themselves.
that face paint.
It was.
I was
It
like,
was
ooh.
cool to yeah, that was a nice touch. I understand.
Some people are like Hercules. I'm like God. So
There, yeah, God. It was fun to see the face paint back. Uh, but I wonder, like, why did it have to be of the expense of Shinsuke Nakamura versus Sami Zayn? Because the match was really good,
yeah,
and it was like, why did it have to happen? And then we later on saw the MFTs and Solo Sikoa again after the tag team title match that I previously mentioned. Um, of all people to get in Solo Sikoa's face, Nikki Cross
Yeah.
did not hold back, and I was like, get him. Fucking get him. For whatever, because Solo Sikoa is pretty good. He's hilarious, by the way, and he's a really good wrestler. I don't understand the heat that he gets from people. I understand that he was a part of a storyline where he was so hated because he was always feuding with people that the audience was really behind. I get that, but do we have to hate so much on the guy? Like, fuck you, Solo. It gets Wheeler Yuta heat.
Yeah, I don't.
It's yeah. I understand in kayfabe that you're supposed to hate the person, but like it's a bit harsh.
Yeah.
So the other wonderful thing was the main event between Damian Priest and Aleister Black, the last man standing match. So these two people basically tried to murder one another. But the interesting thing to actually talk about was the end of the match. So they get, in the middle of the crowd, around the tech area.
Mm-hmm.
So Damian Priest was about to kill Aleister Black when Zelina Vega popped in from the crowd, and she started um, begging Damian Priest to stop. And then you can see that behind her, because she got in front of Aleister, and you can see that behind her, Black was doing something with his hands, and I'm like, okay, he put something in his hands. What's about to happen? So he asked Zelina Vega to step away. So she stepped away, and Aleister Black threw a fireball in Damian Priest's face, and then he kicked him, and he fell on the ground, and Aleister Black won the last man standing match.
Yeah.
And so they finally put Zelina Vega and Aleister Black together because they're a real life couple. Because Andrade is not there anymore, and there's he went back to AEW, so there's no way of them putting Zelina Vega and Andrade back together. They were so good in NXT together, but so Zelina Vega was paired up with Aleister Black, which was probably the easiest pairing you could have done on the main roster. I had no idea why they hadn't done that by now. So they finally did it. And this actually makes me incredibly excited for whatever is about to come for that pairing. What do you think? Because, by the way, I've made this perfectly clear on our show that I'm not a fan of last man standing matches because it's too much of a wrestler hitting another wrestler, and that wrestler lays there for like a 6-7 count, while if it's a normal match, he gets up right immediately after that hit. And I'm not usually a fan of those matches, but this match fucking ruled.
Yeah.
Yeah. So while we're talking about this, please leave guys a like on the video and send us your super chats and your thoughts about SmackDown if you watch the show, and if you like this last man standing match as much as I did. Yeah, Rob.
Yeah. I enjoyed it. It was good. It was fast paced, and for the most part, it went back and forth. I could see, like, at one point I was like, Aleister's going to win this. Then at one point I'm like, Damien's going to win this. So it went back and forth. And then the last person I expected to see, if anybody, was Zelina Vega. So that was a pleasant surprise because I like Zelina, and yeah. So they're tying her into a storyline with her husband, her real life husband. So there we go. Very interesting, in my opinion.
I'm glad that they did that.
Yeah.
And like you said, it was a fast-paced match, which last man standing matches aren't normally that,
like
that
they don't
fast
move that
pace.
fast
Yeah,
usually.
no, they just
Those matches start
uh,
off so slow usually that it's like you
yeah,
kind of forget that you're getting a different style of fight. Like like
yeah,
you're not getting your normal your in ring match. You're getting like some kind of stipulation added, and it just takes a little while for it to get started. But this felt like a street fight the entire time,
yeah.
because
But like
each guy,
it's Damian Priest and Aleister Black. I don't know
yeah,
what I expected because
yeah, no, and that's exactly it. I mean, they went all out for it, and that was their crown jewel match because they're not on the card tomorrow, but so they
yeah,
got the main event tonight.
this is exactly what I was about to say because what does my man Aleister Black have to do to get on a fucking pay-per-view? But now that I see the match that they actually had, the two of them, I'm glad that they put it on a main event for a SmackDown leading up to a pay-per-view. I'm really glad that that happened because uh, this was a match featured on a show that was really, really good. And like we mentioned at the top of the show, WWE don't normally anymore, at least, don't normally do those good go home shows for pay-per-views. And this was a pretty wonderful SmackDown. And the Raw was this week again was pretty good. So this is a weird place for it to, I'm glad.
Yeah,
I'm really happy when it comes to wrestling this week. We
yeah, it
got
was good.
a pretty amazing
Well,
week of wrestling, and then there's NXT. But let's
yeah,
do a quick Cooper effect before I start shitting on NXT.
well, okie dokie, here we go. So the
You
it
cut it
ended
off.
early, yeah, by accident, but that's okay because it's the Cooper effect. And
Yes, it is. It is the Cooper effect. So I mentioned this to Rob that this was a wild ass Cooper effect, but it's so weird. It's in London, so it's British people. So you guys will get what I'm saying. So it's about so well. It's about police actually following up on a missing phone report that they actually started looking for the phone and recovered a global smuggling ring. This is the funniest thing. I laughed while I was reading that. I'm so sorry. So it says that in the rare occurrences, the police actually look into a case for a woman that had her phone stolen in London. It turned into a trail which led to a huge organized crime effort. So mobile phone snatching has become a huge problem in London of late, with some 80,000 such thefts occurring last year.
damn,
80,000, man, in London alone. In London.
that's a
Many in
lot.
popular areas such as Westminster and West End. So the police have often received criticism for not doing enough, either to prevent crime or attempt to recover stolen devices. But in the off chance that they did, when a woman provided the exact location on her iPhone through the Find My Phone app, it led inspectors to a package filled with over 800 phones, man.
Damn,
So, listen, sometimes police department have to get their flowers and their kudos just so they can get reminded that they actually have a job to do. So that was probably the most passive aggressive kudos that I've ever given someone. So hooray, police department, for doing your job. So I know that crime in London is a lot. One of my colleagues, my baby sister, she lived in England for like a year. She says that never hold your phone like this in public. Never hold your, and I'm like, why? And she said, because they steal your phones all the time. They will grab it from your hand and run. And okay, so I guess she wasn't lying. I never thought that she was, But like this is, so this is what 80,000 phone thefts in London alone.
Well, that's what we call a ton. That
Are
is a
you
lot.
saying that 80,000 people have iPhones in London? Well, yeah,
Oh,
because
more than that.
that's a that's an interesting fact. But London, the population that London has is bigger than the entire population of Bulgaria.
I didn't even know they had populations in Bulgaria. Bum. That's for Ryan.
You fucker.
Yeah. Well, that's the way it goes. And
That's
basically,
the way love goes.
yeah. And yeah, I just pretty much made the
sacrifice
to get that joke across.
Yeah, I was wondering when you were gonna pop in.
That's what she said. Anyways, you started it. What do you want to go to? You want to do NXT, or you just want to go through AEW Dynamite real quick?
No, let's not. I'll go through NXT real quick and then talk about Dynamite, because what the fuck was that? So this week was NXT. Yeah, this
Okay,
week was
let's
NXT.
time out. 2 minutes
Yeah.
on the field. I just want to let people know I did not watch NXT this weekend. I had too much going on. So if she asks me a question, I can't answer it. I try to watch everything before we do our show. This week it just did not work out for me to watch NXT. So
you don't need to. I'm here.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, I
got
know.
you
So-
covered, friend.
all
I'm
right,
here for you, Rob.
all right,
So-
friendo, you go.
So NXT and TNA have this collaboration, correct? So
Yes.
they decided to do a NXT showdown. Because Dynamite was happening head to head with NXT. Dynamite had their own homecoming on Daly's place. It was titled Tuesday. I'm gonna rant about that later. So what they did was they decided to go head to head with TNA, on in direct competition. So the show started with the Hardy Boys, the 72,000-year-old Hardy Boys, beating brand new, fresh men in Dork State. So a lot of people call them Dork State. Now they are really Dork State, because what the hell was that? Because there's like 5 of them, and there
Yeah.
is only 2 Hardy Boys. I don't know what happened there, because who gives a crap about putting young talent over? Who gives a crap about that? Apparently no one. So this was, an interesting and a brand new way in which you can give the Hardy Boys a WWE title while they're in TNA. I don't know who needs that, and we're gonna see Hardy Boys versus the Dudley Boys. I hope no one dies in that match. Please, for the love of God, don't die. So I was pissed off from the get-go about this episode of NXT, because why they totally missed the ball with Dark State, because like they missed the ball with Julia too. So they had the opportunity to give Julia the Oscar run, which is something that SP3 brought up yesterday, and they had the opportunity to give Dark State the Shield push, because everyone kind of knew that this was where things were heading. This was a total Shield thing, and then they became total dorks, and they started doing ass jokes, which I don't mind, because it was really funny. Because I didn't expect it whatsoever, and it came out of nowhere from behind. Get it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and now they're just, I don't know, they're I don't know how I'm supposed to take them seriously anymore. They lost to senior citizens. And
Yeah.
I never think that the Hall of Fame-ish people, I never think that they should win. Ever. Like they should be there to put over young talent because what the hell was that?
Corey asked, "Do you have the clip where Tony Khan gets excited over that Giannis guy onto Kimpo? Was it?" He goes, "In the Weed Watchers will know," and I found it.
No, I'm serious. I'm dead serious. The MVP of the NBA. Yeah, I'm not making this up. For AEW Rampage, ladies and gentlemen, the Greek Freak, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
He says his name a little worse than I tried.
No, I'm serious.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to. Giannis Ante.
The only thing I can make out is the Greek Freak. That is and then he just loses his mind and everything.
It's funny. If I take my turn.
No, I'm serious. I'm dead.
I need to quit hitting that by accident. But anyways, if I read it and take my time, I can pronounce that damn name. I used to be able to do it all the time. Now I can't do it because I haven't watched basketball in forever. Because it's I know you watch NBA. Are you excited for the NBA?
Sure, I know what that is.
Yeah, Who do you think will win the title this year? You got the Chicago Bulls. You got.
Are you seriously doing this to me?
Yeah. Yep, I'm doing this to you. You got the Vancouver Grizzlies. You have the Edmonton Skiers, and you have the Los Angeles Lakers. Who do you think will win the title this year?
They took my Lakers tickets. I don't think the Chicago Bulls are what they used to be, right?
No, they're not. Michael Jordan hasn't been there for a while.
I know that. That I know. So,
okay. Well,
I know that. So, am I going with the Lakers?
Okay. Well, I was messing around because, the Vancouver Grizzlies are in Memphis now, Memphis, Tennessee, the home of Bianca Belair, and
How the fuck was I supposed to know that?
I know that was part of the fun. The Edmonton Skiers, they don't exist, so I was just hoping you'd pick them, but it didn't work.
I've never heard of them. How am I supposed to pick them?
Well, I don't know. That was part of it. I mean, that's why I thought maybe you didn't know.
Okay, so another fun fact, by the way, because there's the World Cup is gonna be soon in the States. The ticket prices are insane, by the way.
Yeah. What else is
absolutely? They're borderline Super Bowl tickets.
Yeah, THQ is running the ticket, or TKO is running the.
Yeah, sure. So we're trying to qualify. We'll never will, but we're about to put on a new world record. We're about to not qualify and not even go out from the groups. We haven't scored one goal. Not even one.
Oh, not good.
Not even one. Our national team suck so much. I feel like we as football fans need to wait for them on whatever airport they arrive and just fucking kill the beasts, man.
Jeez, okay.
This is ridiculous because we're football players. You guys suck. You don't know how to run with a ball. They suck, man. They really, really do. And can we just throw stuff at them? I was kidding, not kill them, but can we throw heavy stuff at them just so if they break something, on their bodies, at least they'll have a reason for playing like shitheads. I have a broken leg and that's why I can't run. Well, there you go. And not because I'm a fucking dork that just gulps up all the money from the Bulgarian Football Association and do not care about running, training, or anything. Just
yeah. You said something and it just made me think of this clip.
I'm the fucking beaver.
Yeah, beavers are better football players than Bulgarians. Yeah. So the very, very quickly. So the women and the men's Survivor Series elimination style matches, they were both the same. So they get everyone from the TNA team, which are former NXT women, and Kalani Jordan, who's apart from the NXT roster, but has the TNA Knockouts Championship. So apparently, so TNA Knockout stars can't even get on NXT, apparently. So they eliminate everyone from Kalani's team, and then they just beat Kalani. So pretty much the same thing happens with the men, with a one minor added spice thingy. Trick Williams decides to leave the match. So he fucks over Ricky Saints. And Ricky Saints is left with Moose and Santana, of all people. Moose and Santana. And what happens is that, well, Ricky eliminated one or two people before that. Shocking eliminations. And then I go, oh, is he about to pull out the win all by himself? No. So Moose wanted to spear Ricky, but he moved out of the way. So Moose speared Santana. And then what happened? Santana got up immediately. So he no-sold Moose's spear that is something really big in Impact TNA or whatever. I hate Moose's spear, by the way. Moose and Bobby Lashley do the front flip thingy after the spear, and I fucking hate that. SP3 loves it. Do you love it?
I can take it or leave it. It's not.
It sucks. I really hate it. I think that Braun Breaker and Ricky Saints have amazing looking spears.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna put their spears up like I'm not gonna put them in like top 5 or anything like that. Like they're towards the bottom.
Okay.
But I do like Lashley's compared to Moose's. But even though they're pretty much the same,
I'll take Bobby Lashley ahead of Moose every time.
Yeah.
Every time. Everything. So they pin Ricky and the TNA men's team win. So I don't know what the fuck was that about. I mean, Trick Williams is facing Santana. Is it today? It's today, right? Bound for Glory?
Is it tonight? I thought it was tomorrow, but who knows?
Or it may be tomorrow. I really do like.
Or maybe it's Sunday. Let's see.
I really don't know. A Sunday TNA pay-per-view?
I don't know. I know that's kind of being ridiculous. Sunday, October 12th.
Oh, this is weird. Okay, so Trick and Santana are facing off. Why? I don't get this, man. Or like, is it because they're building towards hopefully Santana winning the TNA championship from Trick, and then Trick going for the NXT championship against Ricky? Is this because there was a way easier way to build towards this match than this? Because it was exactly the same thing that happened with the women, the exact end result. It was right there. It's weird because in the end, Sol Ruka snatched Kalani, and before she could take the pin, JC Jane tagged in and stole the pin. She just got in and pinned Kalani.
Yeah. And best wishes to JC Jane. It sounds like she might have got injured last night at a house show. They had to throw up the X. Yeah, they had to throw the X up, I guess. So hopefully everything's good there. We hope.
Well, this sucks.
Yeah.
Man, no.
Hope she's good. Yeah, I know. I hope she's well.
We hope she's good. Yes. So The one good thing on this entire show was Mustafa Ali versus Ethan Page.
Yeah. And I wanted Mustafa to win so bad.
Everyone wanted to,
yeah.
sweetie. Everyone wanted to. I understand. And NXT don't normally put on fucking bangers on television, but this week they did. So I bring up this match every now and then because I'm not good at remembering good matches on television, whether it be Raw, SmackDown, Dynamite, or NXT. I don't normally do, or Impact. I don't normally do that, but every once in a while, a match leaves such an imprint in my brain that I actually do. I talked to SP3 about this yesterday. One of the best televised NXT matches was the opening match on NXT the first night they went head to head with Dynamite. And that match was um, Leo Rush versus Angel Garza for the Cruiserweight Championship. This match opened up the NXT, the first head to head with Dynamite. This match was flawless. And this is something that I told SP3. If you aren't familiar with Angel Garza like as a singles competitor and you've only seen his tag team work with in Los Garza, you would have zero clue what a magnificent performer he is. And we all know what Leo Rush can do, correct? So these two had amazing chemistry with one another. Fight forever chance, everything. Just don't stop and just give us this forever. This match was right up there. To the point where Mustafa Ali delivered such a devastating suicide dive. He cleared the announce table, and I was like, this was something I joked about with SP3 yesterday. Could you, sweetie, next time, could you just dive a little bit more to the left and get your tea? Could you
just a little to your left and take them out.
2 centimeters, dude? Just 2 centimeters. So they cleared the announce table, and this was the spot that they were going towards because they both wanted to be the 10 count. Mustafa Ali got his foot got tangled into cables from the announce table, and then he went into the ring, and they played it off so well that entire crowd thought that this wasn't a part of the kayfabe thing of the match, and they lost their minds trying to tell Mustafa Ali that he has something on his leg. You're stuck, and I'm like, oh my god, is he gonna be okay? And that was obviously a part of the thing because you can see the knot, because you cannot possibly get a knot on your foot with a cable, So the incredible opportunist that Ethan Page was. He snatched that green light, and then he retained his North American Championship. But yes, the curse of the North American Championship and Mustafa Ali continues. I don't think we're ever going to get Mustafa Ali back in NXT anytime soon, or for the rest of that whole deal that they have with one another. But guys, if you haven't watched NXT, or if you don't like watching NXT, go out of your way to watch this match. If you can, go find the match without commercial breaks, because those fuck things up a lot. This match was flawless. I will forever think that Ethan Page is probably the one of the best transitions from AEW to WWE, not counting Cody Rhodes, because fuck Cody. Ethan Page is right up there. It's such a brilliant thing to do with Ethan Page. Wonderful, wonderful match. Everyone should watch that. So good. I love that. And this was the only good thing on NXT this week. Again, putting over young talent is something that apparently we did not do. But yeah. Share your thoughts about Dynamite. You're muted.
This past week, there were a lot of, well, it wasn't there were a lot. it was reported that Santos Escobar was leaving the WWE. Then it turned out he ended up resigning.
Yeah,
I
we did
thought
not
he was
see this coming.
Yeah, I thought he was headed to AEW because I thought he was going to join LIF, right? No,
LFI.
yeah. Thank you. I was like, I said that wrong. LFI. That's where I thought he was going. But no,
Yeah,
it's
me too.
So it was something like usually when that happens they don't sign right away, but WWE must have wanted him pretty badly because I think he's awesome. He still has one of my favorite NXT debuts. Santos.
Oh yeah, man.
I
Yeah,
loved his NXT debut. That crowd.
I loved his feud with Tony D'Angelo.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That feud, yeah, that was a really, really good feud. I don't actually think that they're absolutely 100% aware with everything that they have with Santos Escobar. We still haven't seen his full force in the main roster. That pisses me off.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like I agree with you 100%. I think he is. I think he's just awesome. I think he has it. I think he's a better face than he is a heel, though. I will say that. But we shall see.
Well, yeah, as a whole, I think that the whole people that aren't from the United States have to be heels. I think that's a tired
it's
trope.
getting
It's
so way overdone. So
it's annoying, and I'm probably biased because I'm not from the States, and like we're not all bad people. But every time this is brought up, I get reminded of how much I miss Ilya Dragunov.
Yeah.
Man, how much I miss Ilya Dragunov.
So I'm just going to go through the results real quick of Dynamite. John Moxley defeated Tomohiro Ishii.
Oh my God. So really quick, John Moxley lost his championship and then decided to murder everyone each and every week just so he can still have banger matches and elevate the Seth Riders. Oh, I'm sorry. The Death Riders. Even though we wanted them to split up during All Out, All In, desperately wanted them to split up after that. And now they're so over. I mean,
yeah. So yeah, exactly. You had a 6-man tag street fight, the Hurt Syndicate over the Demand, which is
in street clothes. Okay,
yeah,
they were in street clothes. The Hurt Syndicate were in suits. They were wearing. I love that touch so much because what do you mean? This is our street clothes.
Yeah. You had the Jurassic Express in their first tag team match in years defeat Kevin Matthews, KM, and Orion. You had an AEW TNT title match with Kyle Fletcher.
We got a match made for
Wrestle Dream, the Bucks of Youth taking on the Jurassic Express, where is it $500,000 or 100,000?
500K.
Okay, 500K. Where the winner gets 500K.
Jack Perry is now Jungle Jack Perry.
Perry.
I love that touch because people were saying that he should become Jungle Jack Perry eventually when he's all grown up and everything, because let's not go the Young Bucks route because they're no longer Young Bucks.
Yeah.
Just either call them Bucks or the Founding Fathers. You cannot be Jungle Boy forever. And
Yep. So yeah, there's that. You had Kyle Fletcher defeat Kyle O'Reilly in the Battle of Kyles. You had LFI defeat MXM TV. And the mixed 6-man tag match, which featured FTR and Megan Bayne, defeated Jet Speed with.
Sweetie, that's from Collision.
You're right. I'm sorry. Whoops.
No,
I just gave her. Ooh, sorry. I just
the
gave
last two matches are from Collision.
Yeah, I see that now. Why did it?
Yeah.
I'm on Cage Match, so it's their fault.
So Mercedes Monet defeated Lacey Lane.
Thank
This
you.
was this was the Florida-based talent that she faced. It was a pretty good match. It was really solid. Then we had Takeshita and Okada versus Brodito, and because Brodito was selling dislocated shoulder, Okada was able to pin Bandito, which meant that Okada and Takeshita have a title match at Wrestle Dream versus Brodito, which I don't know if they're gonna win, if they're gonna build towards, a feud between the two of them. I don't know if they're gonna. What?
Sorry, I was trying to figure out how I got the two mixed up. Like I went from one page to another by accident.
That's absolutely fine. That's fine. So did I hear that correctly? Is Takeshita facing Zack Sabre Jr. this Monday?
I could not tell you because I don't remember. So you know what that means.
I know.
This is a Bryn alert. Bryn alert.
Sweetie, is Takeshita facing Zack Sabre Jr. for the IWGP Championship this Monday? I kind of feel like that's what they said on commentary. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Corey. That is the person who covers New Japan. Okay, so I'm kind of nervous about that. I'm going to have to go ahead and watch that. For the main event, we got Orange Cassidy versus Pac.
I want to know why I can't remember that. Huh.
You can't remember what?
Like them making that match. That's all I'm saying. Maybe I missed the Takeshita.
Well, he won the G1. So.
Yeah, but I didn't know it was like already, like now.
Yeah, but they mentioned it on commentary for Dynamite.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Darby Allin kind of helped Orange Cassidy beat Pac. I'm a onesie Pac, by the way. He's not in Speedos anymore. He's he's wearing a onesie. Not only does he have a haircut, but like he has new gear now. I love it a lot. I love the look. He put the straps down and everything. I'm pissed off about Pac losing because I don't think Pac should ever lose. The guy is he's a brutalizer. Why is Pac losing? I don't get it. At what point does he become the weakest link in the Death Riders, apart from Yuta, who everyone hates anyway?
Yeah.
Like I previously mentioned. So the Death Riders confronted Darby Allin after, and he was about to throw Molotovs. And then security speared the crap out of Darby. Everything in their power to prevent stuff from happening. This was really funny. They had a security pull apart brawl because they are continued building towards the I Quit match between him and Moxley for Wrestle Dream. Pretty solid Dynamite as a whole. But this following NXT was a breath of fresh air. I was pretty pissed off because this was Dynamite Homecoming Title Tuesday. This was the name of the event. It was 2.5 hours, and you still have one women's match.
Yeah. Singlet.
Onesie.
Yeah, I know. That's why I laughed because you were calling it a onesie, but yeah.
Yeah, so still one women's match. And on a show called Title Tuesday, how about you remember that you announced brand new women's tag team championships, and say something more about them, because you announced that 2 years ago at this point, and you said nothing after. This is
Yeah.
Title Tuesday. Maybe announce a tournament, because we still have no idea what that's all gonna be about. Because
Yeah.
at this point, might as well be Tony Khan coming to the ramp and saying, please welcome your new women tag team champions. And then he presents Mercedes Moné just for the sake of having another belt. And
That she won another title today.
yeah, I saw, but like an 11th with Mercedes Moné's puppet, obviously. Not Harley Cameron.
Yeah.
The puppet. Yeah.
Yeah.
So those are your brand new women's championships. Everyone applause and everything.
Yeah.
So this was a wonderful way in which you could have made something with the Title Tuesday thing, because it's this is ongoing criticism for AEW each and every week. And every time they do something more with the women, you say, oh, goody, something, a development. And then they go back to that. And it's really kind of frustrating. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. Well, Maggie, it's time for you to plug your shit.
It is. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We appreciate you a ton. Please, you can follow me on Twitter, X, Twix, whatever you guys want to call it, at Maggie_IK, on Instagram at Maggie.IK. If you guys are still doing the Bluesky thing, I'm at Maggie-IK. I do not visit quite often there, but you can still find me there. Thank you so much for joining us. Please leave a like on your way out. After the video is done, please leave a comment below. It helps us out a lot with the awful YouTube algorithm. And please, last but definitely not least, subscribe to Fightful Select. Thank you guys so much. Rob?
Maggie, I got jokes. Are you ready?
What
do you call a man with a rubber toe?
Roberto?
Damn it, yes.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, you got one.
Oh,
okay.
Fucking get in there.
So this family is on a road trip. They pull up to the only motel that has vacancy. Unfortunately, the motel sign says advertising free porn on the TV in big neon letters. When the dad was checking in, he leans over to the clerk and says in a quiet tone, can we get the porn disabled? The clerk said, all we have is regular porn, you sick fuck.
Sick fuck.
And last but not least, what's the difference between a chickpea and a garbanzo bean?
What's a garbanzo bean? Well, I didn't know the difference. I didn't.
Okay. Well, I've never paid to have a garbanzo bean on my face. Shit.
So you didn't tell anyone to hide their kids and hide your wife because
I did. I forgot about that. I forgot all about that. Sorry.
Before saying that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I didn't think of that. Oh well. They've heard worse if they listened to Fightful before.
Or our show as a whole.
Or our show, yeah. And I hope you don't have your kids listening to us because, well,
yeah,
that's on you, not me.
That's on you. We have it at the beginning of the show. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not the only one. Okay.
Yeah. It was there. I took it. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Well, guys, you can follow me at Rob Wilkins on X. I'm also on Instagram at Fightful Rob. I want to say thank you so much for joining us. Next week, we will have Wrestle Dream predictions. So,
I will be on the True Heel Heat channel on a Friday before our show to talk about Wrestle Dream. I told SP3, I was like, I know how long these shows go, the prediction shows. You have me for 2 hours, okay? Or even less than 2 hours. I will be here at the top of the show.
And that reminds me, tomorrow, I was just asked about 2 hours ago if I could be on the post show, the review show for True Hill Heat tomorrow for Crown Jewel. So I will be doing that.
Yay!
So yeah, so there's that. But I want to say thank you everyone for joining us. And I also, before we go, I want to say happy birthday to my dad. He turned 75 today. Still in hospice, but turned 75. So just want to say happy birthday. He does not watch this show because he does not like wrestling. But yeah, I will say this. The first time he ever saw Sable on TV, he liked it then. I don't know. But anyways,
Well.
who can blame him then? Guys, thank you so much for joining us. We will talk to you later. See you next week. Peace out, my friends. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Coexisting with Rob and Maggie. You can check out all our previous episodes on your favorite podcast platforms or youtube.com/FightfulOverbooked.